Hello students, today I am going to tell you how can you construct shear force and bending moment diagram for a simply supported beam which is having point load and uniformly distributed load, both is on there. So what we have to do and how can we cut the regions and how can we draw the shear force and bending moment diagram. So here is the simply supported concrete beam which is having the span length of 7 meter and it is carrying a point load of 850 Newton and uniformly distributed load from point C to D, that is of 25 Newton. And the length of the beam is 7 meter. This A, B, and at B we are having point load, and then there is 2 meter and point load is 2 meter from point A. Then what we have to do, we have to show you the span length of here. So here it is, you can see there is 1 meter. At C to D we have uniformly distributed load and its load is of 25 Newton per meter, and the length of from C to D is 4 meter and 1 meter from B to C. So now we are moving towards the how can we draw shear for free body diagram of this. So here is the free body diagram. You can see hinge support, roller support, and the length of the beam is 7 meter. A, B, C. B is 850 Newton. We are having point load. Then you can see the length is given to you, all the span lengths for the category wise. For example, we have how much length from A to B, B to C, and C to D. So then we have support reaction is also there. You can see there is uniformly distributed load, but before I am moving towards the to conversion of the uniformly distributed load into point load. So how I just want to tell you that we have to find out support reactions at point A and point D. Before finding out support reaction, what we have to do, we have to convert UDL into concentrated load. So how can we do this? Let me tell you. P is equals to 25 Newton per meter up into 4 meter. How can is to be? We will multiply this force with this length because the UDL is up to from C to D. So we will multiply it. So meter will cancel it out and it will become what? It will become 100 Newton. So we will get the weight here. So P equals to 100 Newton is coming out to be here, and P should be in between of 4 meters. So it will be 4 divided by 2 on both sides, 4 divided by 2. So it is equally distributed. For example, if L equals to 4 meters, so L divided by 2, L divided by 2, both sides of the converted load which we have done conversion from the uniformly distributed load. So I am moving towards the next slide, and obviously what we have to do, we have to find out the support reactions first. I already told you how can you find out the support reactions. We have to sum up moment at A, and when we sum up moment at A, so how can we do that? We have two vertical forces here. Let me take a pointer here. So if I am going to take pointer, I am taking a purple pointer. So I will move this force like this. So it will be, because I am taking anti-clockwise positive direction now. So clockwise direction should be negative. So 850 will multiply with 2 meter. And when we rotate 100 Newton, that is converted load from UDL. So what we have to do, we have to cover this distance. So this distance will be 4 divided by 2 plus 1 plus 2. So it will be minus 100 into 2 plus 1 plus 4 upon 2. So let's see what we, and the other force is what? Dy is the support reaction, and it should be multiplied with the 7 meter. So you can see minus 850 into 2 minus 100 into 4 upon 2 plus 3, and then plus 7 dy equals to 0. So what we have to do, dy equals to 314.28 Newton. So it is coming out to be this, and we have to sum up vertical forces. How many vertical forces are there? Ay plus dy plus minus 850 minus 100 Newton. So you can see the equation here, ay plus dy minus 850 minus 100 Newton. So you can see the value here, and how can we find out find out ay here? We already calculated dy, so we will put the value of dy here and we will get the value of ay. So when we are going to sum up horizontal forces, so what we have to do, look here, so ax is equals to 0. Now I'm moving towards the next slide, and what I have to do, I am going to tell you how can we cut the regions in this. So this is the free body diagram of the beam which is given in the question. So this are her calculations to construct shear force and bending moment diagram. We have calculated the support reactions up till now, and there is a UDL from C to D, and we have converted it to P equals to 100 Newton, and it is the distance is divided by 4, is divided into two pieces equally, 4 upon 2, 4 upon 2. So now the first section will be here, second in between BC, somewhere BC, then the third section is here. So A, B and C. So there are three regions to be cut here. So I'm moving towards the next slide. Let me show it again. If you have any query, you can see this. Obviously, hopefully it will be clear to all of you. So I'm moving towards the next slide. So now what we have to do, we have cut the three sections. So what we have to do, we have to find out the region AB, and we have to calculate the lower and upper limits for the region AB. So if this is the beam, so 635.72 Newton x, it should be x. So A section cut here. This is shear force, bending moment M. So the shear force equation will be what? You can see here we have only one vertical force here. So what we have to do, we shear force is equals to 635.72. So you can see here this is, and for bending moment, so bending moment equation will be 635.72 x. So bending moment, it is upward, both are upward positive, so 635.72 x. So now what we have to do, we have to find out the values at the lower and upper limits. So when we find out these values, x equals to 0, x equals to 2, shear force is equals to 635.72, because when we put 0 or 2 in shear force equation, so there will be no x. So the value will remain same. So 635.72 for the 0, x value equals to 0. And for x equals to 2, shear force value will be equals to 635.72. For the bending moment, first value should be 0, because when we put x equals to 0, so it will become 635.72. And for x equals to 2, the value will become, for bending moment, 1271.44 Newton into meter. Whatever the units there, so we will take it accordingly. So I'm moving towards the next slide for the cut region of BC. So for region BC, the limit is 0 to 1 meter. So we will draw the beam from A and wherever the second section cut. So you can see here AY equals to 635.72, and we will consider 850 Newton also. So it is 850 is downward force, and 2 meter is here, and there will be X here. So obviously we will sum up wherever section where we cut section, so shear force and bending moment will be there. So now what will be the shear force equation? So you can see there are only two vertical forces, so we will sum up 635.72 positive minus 850 Newton. So 635.72 minus 850, so the answer will be minus 214.28, because minus is with 850. So this will be the equation of the shear force, and this will remain constant for x equals to 0 and x equals to 1, because there is no x in this equation. So for bending moment equation, what we have to do, AY 635, AY 635, let me take a pointer option here, and there will be purple color. So what I have to do, when I rotate this force, so AY, so it will multiply with 2 plus x. And when I rotate this force, so it should be -1, because anti-clockwise negative or clockwise positive. So 850 multiplied by x. So the equation will become 635.72 into 2 plus x minus 850x. When we simplify this equation, so this will be like this, and the equation will become like this. Now what we have to do, we have to put the value of x equals to 0 and x equals to 1 meter for the shear force value and bending moment. So here is the table. When I put x equals to 0, x equals to 1 in shear force equation, so the value will come out minus 214.28, minus 214.28. And for the bending moment, the value will come out to be 1271.44. And when I put 1 there in bending moment equation, so the answer will comes out to be 127.1271.44 minus 214.28 into 1. So the answer is coming out to be 1057.16. So this is the way to calculate a shear force and bending moment values for when we cut the regions. So let me erase the all the ink what we have done, what I have done over here. So I'm moving towards the third region, third section. So here is region CD and the limit is 0 to 4 meter. So there is a beam ABC, point load is coming over there, then there is a uniformly distributed load, and this is 25 Newton per meter. So section will be cut over here. So what I have to do, this will be changed because in earlier lecture we haven't done this like this. So it is 2 meter, then there is 1 meter, then there is x. You can see, because wherever we cut the section, so we will take that one is x. Now I have to convert this uniformly distributed load into point load. And how can I do that? Now there is no length of 4 meter because now I have x. So what I have to do, I have to multiply 25 into x. So then I will be able to convert it into point load. So 25x is Newton per meter. So now what I have to do, x will be divided into 2 halves. So how can I divide it? So x upon 2, x upon 2. You can see here what I have done it by 4 upon 2. Now what I have to do, I have to make the equation for the shear force. So for the shear force, this value will comes, it will be upward positive, it will be downward negative, and it will be downward negative. So the equation will become 635.72 minus 850 minus 25x. So the equation will be this. You can see for the shear force. And now when I simplify it, so it will become minus 25x. So please be careful. This is not multiply sign. This is x. Keep it in mind. So this is x like this. So let me clear this screen. So the next value will come over here. So what I have to, I want to tell you is that, let me take the pointer option another color, and this will be blue. For example, the equation will be like this. Then what I have to do, now I have to make bending moment equation. So for a bending moment equation, I have again 3 forces. So I have to multiply 635.72. It should be positive 1 and it should multiply with 2 plus 1 plus 6. 2 plus 1 plus 6 and then minus 850 into 1 plus 6. 1 plus not 6. 1 plus x. So when I multiply 635.72, so it should be multiplied 2 plus 1 plus x because it will cover the whole distance. So it will multiply with 2 plus 1 plus x, and when I multiply this with distance 850 Newton, so it will be 1 plus x. And when I multiply 25x, so it should be negative 1 and it will be 25x into x upon 2 this distance. So you can see this equation 635.72 in bracket you can see 3 plus x minus 850 into 1 plus x minus 25 into x upon 2. So when I simplify this equation, so the answer, the simplified equation will be 1057.16 minus 214.28x minus 12.5 x square. Now I put the values of x equals to 0 and x equals to 4, and then I will get the value of shear force and bending moment. So in this table, you can see when I put the value of x equals to 0 in the shear force equation, so you can see the first term will minus 25x will become 0. And this value will remain minus 214.28. When I apply 4 here, so minus 25 into 4 minus 214.28. So the answer will be minus 314.28. Now I put the value of 0 in this equation, for bending moment. So when I apply 0 here, so I will get 1057.16 because these two terms become 0, only this one left. When I put 4 value here, so what will happen? When I apply it, and then I will get the value 0 over here. So it means it is proved that, and whatever we have done, it is correct because the last value is come. Let me erase all ink from this slide. This value is same what we got dy, and this value is 0, so it should be 0. The last value of bending moment should be 0. So it means that the beam is in equilibrium condition. So I am moving towards the final result. So the result is here. This is the tabulated form, whatever I have calculated in different regions. So I put it down, I chalked down all the values over here. Now I am going to construct. So now what we have to do, we are going to construct shear force and bending moment diagram. First of all, we are taking this table which we have made in the previous slide, and now I am drawing simply supported beam for which we have to construct shear force and bending moment diagram. So there is no science in it. So this is the question. So we are going to construct shear force and bending moment diagram for this B, C, D. And now we are going to write down support reactions. AX is equals to 0. So AY is equals to 635.72 Newton. And dy is coming, we have calculated 314.28 Newton. Now we have to drop the offsets from point A, point B, point C, point D. So the first line is the shear force line, and then we have the bending moment line. So what we have to do, we have to construct the shear force and bending moment diagram. Initial value 0, final value 0 for shear force, bending moment. For bending moment, initial value and final value is 0. So what we have to do, we have first value is, let me take the pointer options, and I'm going to take different color pointer from here, for example purple one. So for example, the first value is 635.72 in the table. So we will start from point 0. So it will be 0 and it will be circle here, and we will move upward here. So 635.72. So you can see there is a point here and 635.72 Newton. The next point will be at point B. You can see on the table is that 635.72 again. So it should be parallel to A. You can see here, and this is parallel to this, and this is lying at point B. Now at B we have minus 214.28. So we will go down from here, and the second value will be minus 214.28. The next value at point C, you can see that is minus 214.28. So it will be at C, and it is parallel to B, which we have taken it here. So it will be minus 214.28. And the next value is again minus 214.28 at point C, so it will remain same, and the final value is changed, that is minus 314.28. So it will go down at D. So the next value you can see minus 314.28. It is because of uniformly distributed load. So we have minus 314.28, and we have support reaction that is positive to 314.28. So when we add both these values, so it will come 0. So we will take next point is 0, and you can see here this one, this is coming out to be 0. Now what we have to do, we have to move upward, then straight, then downward, then straight, then inclined, then straight up. So you can see here it is, next line straight, then goes down, then straight, then inclined line, and then finally is like this. And now we are going to shade it. You can see here, this is the way to make pattern or give color to the shaded area or the shear force portion. And you can see we have shear force equals to 0 here. You can see here. So now obviously we have maximum bending moment at this point. Now you can see the first value is 0 in the table, you can see, and the next value is 1271.44 at point B. So at A we have 0. First of all, you can see this is the purple point and this is 0 first. Then we have to take at B 127.44 Newton into meter here. Then we have to take at C. At C is B again. We have 127.44, so it will remain same here. And then we have 1057.16. So it is at C. So the point is here, and this will be 1057.76. And the next point is 0, you can see here. And if we have a straight line in the shear force, so it should be inclined in the bending moment. So you can see here. Then again we have inclined line because we have a straight line between the region BC for the shear force. Now we are moving towards the C to D, and C to D we are having inclined line in the shear force. So what we have to do, it must be parabolic curve in the bending moment. So it will be curve. You can see now we have to shade it. We have to color the region, whatever comes in the bending moment. And you can see we get the maximum bending moment. This one, what I am going to circle it from the purple color, and this is the maximum bending moment. So you can see we will get it, and this is the way to calculate the maximum bending moment, and this is the way how can we just construct shear force and bending moment diagram for the beam which is having a point load and uniformly distributed load. So hopefully you will understand it, or it will clear to all of you how can you construct the shear force and bending moment diagram and how can you color it. But keep it in mind, the maximum bending moment is here is wherever we have shear force. So shear force is 0 here on this portion. So we are getting maximum bending moment here, which is 1271.44, and obviously it is the lesser value. So hopefully it will be clear to all of you. Thanks a lot. Hopefully you will understand it and you will practice it, so it will be more clear to all of you. Thank you so much.